So I'm back with the second module today. The first module we discussed various cases, Guantanamo Bay case, Kosovo, the conflict between Serbs and Albanians, and the third case we took of Saudi Arabia. So from all these cases, what we understand is that our rights are very important, and these situations tells us the pathetic living condition of the people, beings without rights. So rights are very important for all of us. And I have been referring the term called rights, rights, rights everywhere. But what do we know about rights? What does the term right actually stand for? What's the concept of rights? So that is to be understood first before we move on to the next aspects of this chapter. So first let us analyze what are rights. This is the most important question that comes to our mind because we have been hearing this word called rights. Let me just give you this statement to you. Look at this statement. Rights are claims of a person over the other fellow beings, over the society, and over the government. So here we have three aspects actually. You can see here claims of a person over the other fellow beings. This is one part. Over the society, we have the second part. And the government, we have the third important part. So there are three parts in this definition. So let's take each of these parts one by one. The first aspect here, rights are claims of a person over the other fellow beings. So what does it mean? So am I talking about rights only for me? Take an example. I have a freedom or right to walk freely. Can I do that? Yes, I can walk. But I should not disturb other fellow beings. It is your claim. I know you can walk freely. Or you can say that, okay, I have I have a right to play any game. Yes, you play cricket, you play football. That is your right. Okay. But you cannot disturb other human beings. I know it is your claim. It is your entitlement. But when you play cricket, for example, you can't break the windows of another fellow human beings who's living nearby. So it is your claims, I know, about other fellow beings, correct? But other fellow beings also have the same. So you cannot say it is only privilege given to you. It is for everyone. It is a claim of a person over other fellow beings. Same way, other fellow beings also has a claim over you in the society. So exercise your rights. It is your claim. It is your privilege over other fellow beings. It doesn't mean that you can act freely according to your wish. There are some restrictions for the claims. This is one aspect of this definition. Let's take another part of this definition. Second part. Rights are claims of a person over the society. What does it mean? As I said in the earlier statement, these are the claims of you over the society. That means, as you are a part of a society, you are living in a society, you can expect something from the society. You can expect respect for your rights. Same way, you need to respect the rights of other fellow human beings. Because we are all the part of the society. We are not living outside the society. So you are a part of the society. It is your claim over other fellow beings. It is also claims of the person over the society because where you live. So you live, enjoy your rights, but see that other human beings also enjoy the rights like you. Let's take the third part. What is the third part of that? Rights are claims of a person over the government. Correct? We are in a society. We elect the government in a democracy. And it is your claim over the government. What does it mean? It means if any government takes a measure, a policy, a law that hurts your interests, that hurts your rights, then definitely you can claim over that. How do you claim over your rights then? That means you have to go against the government decision then. Yes. As far as the democratic system is concerned, the ultimate point or a system of institution where you can approach to claim your rights and you can redress your grievances. That we know judiciary. So government cannot violate your rights, and in the name of enjoying your rights, you cannot prevent government from taking any measures that is at the interest of the society as a whole. When you enjoy your rights, are you disturbing somebody else rights? Then the government can interfere. There are restrictions. For you, there are restrictions over the government also. Government cannot violate the rights of the human beings in a democratic setup. So is it clear to you? So rights are claims over fellow human beings, over the society, over the government. That is what the first part of this definition which we discussed. If this is clear, I'm just giving you another final summary of this definition. What are rights? So let's go to that. So what are rights? Look at here. This is what the summary of the rights which we analyze so far, the meaning of rights which we analyze so far. As I said, these are your reasonable, look at the word, reasonable claims. Reasonable. That's very important. That means, yes, you are privileged to enjoy the rights, but they are reasonable because you are living in a society. As I said, you walk, you have a freedom, but don't hurt others. You have a freedom to do any profession, but see, that is not against the law. That doesn't disturb other fellow human beings. That's what altogether. So rights are claims of a person. See, as you're living in the society, it should be recognized by the society because we are all the part. It is not, oh, rights only meant for you. The rights are meant only for particular religious groups. Nothing like that. It is meant for all of us. So rights are your claims. They are recognized by the society because everybody is a part of it. Is that enough? No, it's not coming to an end here. That should be also sanctioned by law. Why should it be sanctioned by law? Because if somebody violates your rights, it should be protected. How do you protect your rights? Yes, there is a provision. As I said, you can approach court. Sanctioned by law is that it is protected by the constitution of a country. And rights are guaranteed you by the constitution. To you means to everyone. So these are called as rights. So remember, rights are reasonable claims of person. These are the words to be remembered. Reasonable. It's not unlimited. Reasonable claims of a person recognized by the society because you are living in the society. That is not an end. It should be supported, sanctioned, upheld by the law. Suppose you say reasonable claims recognized by the society, if there is no backing by the law, then anybody can violate your rights. Anybody, even government can take step against your rights. So when it is sanctioned by the law, then nobody can touch. Because there is an apex body, you say judiciary, or there is a constitution that can take care of your Right. So is it clear to you? So this capsule actually intended to give you the meaning of rights. Okay, so it's clear to you. Now let me go to another important aspects. With that, let us talk today. Why do we need rights? For that question. So we know the meaning of rights. So why do we need rights? Look at this statement. Rights are important for every very sustenance of democracy. What is this sustenance of democracy? For very existence of democracy. You know, democracy stands for people elect rulers. Now, how do you elect rulers without rights? You know, the right to vote, for example. So that's why. One of the rights, the right to vote. Why right to vote is important? Because in democracy, you are electing the leaders. So without having this any such right like right to vote or right to take part in governmental decision making, then where is the sustenance of democracy? So is it not important to have rights so that democracy sustains? This is one of the points given in your textbook. Why do we need rights? Let's take the second point. I just got the second aspect. Why are rights important? Look at this. This is the second point given in a textbook. Rights protect the interest of minorities. Now, who are these minority? Am I talking about particular religious group? I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about minorities, maybe in terms of numbers in a country, particular community, particular section, particular ethnic group might be more in number. Like in Kosovo, we refer Serbs majority, Albanians minority. Okay, in entire country called Serbia. So when you don't have rights, what will happen? Correct? Sometimes they can be crushed. Their human rights can be violated. They can be even a government can take a step to eliminate, like what happened in Kosovo. Correct? So rights are very important so that everybody lives peacefully in a country, including minorities. When I say minority, less in number, any religious group, any communities in that matter. Right? So that's why in any democratic setup, rights are important. So we analyze two reasons today why rights are important. Number one, they are important for the sustenance of democracy. And number two, rights are important because from any sort of interference, we can protect the interest of minorities. Because we don't have any country where we have only one ethnic group living. There can be a mixture of, there is no homogeneous society at all. There is a mixture of many ethnic groups. There can be migrated people, there can be local people. So you have to protect interest of everyone. And that is possible only when your country guarantees rights to everybody without discrimination. So let me conclude today with this module. We studied the meaning of rights. As you know, rights are claims of a person, reasonable claims in the society sanctioned by law. Very important, all these terms. Then we understood what are rights. They are important because sustenance of democracy depends upon rights. For democracy, we need rights. And second, it also helps to protect the interest of minorities in a country. And we'll be coming back with the third module, especially discussing about Indian rights. What are the fundamental rights which Indian citizens do enjoy? Thank you.